Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a rapid review. This one is going to be a little bit longer. I have quite a few products here that I have been holding on to talk about and do a video like this on. So pretty much what a rapid review is, typically I do 5-minute rapid reviews where it's 5 minutes of a nugget of information of each product, and I usually go over 5 products. Well, today I have way more than 5, but I just wanted to bust it out. It's still going to be little nuggets of information, good, bad, what I recommend, and a little bit about the product. Let's just go ahead and get started because I do have a lot here. We are going to start off with the face and skincare. So the first thing that I have here is the Neutrogena Hydroboost City Shield Facial Gel Mist. I've had this for a minute, probably for at least a year and a half. I haven't used this in quite a few months, but I do really like it. It's a nice facial mist that I would put on after my skincare, before makeup, or after my skincare at night. Just made my face feel really refreshed and hydrated, ready for the day or ready for a hydrated night feel as well. And I felt like my skin just looked a lot more plump and just hydrated. So I do recommend this. I have thought about repurchasing this, so I do recommend this. Next is actually a lot of e.l.f. skincare. So the first thing I'm gonna go through is this. This is the Daily Hydration Moisturizer. This is came from a trial kit, travel size kit, and I did not like this moisturizer. It was okay for just, if I was spending the night somewhere, if I was traveling, and just to kind of use up, but it's not something that I would necessarily repurchase. However, I do have another one of their moisturizers that I use every single day. It has SPF in it, and I love that one. That one's really, really good, and I use that every day currently. So not a fan of this one. This is the Nourishing Night Cream from the travel sized kit, and I actually liked this. This was a little bit thicker and a little bit better feeling on the skin. It still was not my favorite. I didn't love it, but I did like it more than the day moisturizer. And then lastly is the Illuminating Eye Cream. I liked this eye cream. I didn't see a ton of a huge difference in anything, but it did make me interested in using other eye creams. So not a fan. I wouldn't repurchase it, but it did spark my interest into the eye cream realm of things. And then at last from e.l.f. for skincare is the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. This is amazing. I love this, and I've repurchased this. I have it downstairs. It's so good. It's $10. I love it. It melts my makeup off. Essentially what you do is you put it in your hands, you kind of work it in with your fingertips, make it warm, apply it to the face, just kind of circular motions to get the makeup to start working off, and then add some warm water to it, and it'll really break up the rest of the makeup almost into a lather. And then you can take your makeup remover cloth or washcloth or whatever you're going to use, wipe that off, and then you are pretty much good to go. Your makeup is off, and then of course cleanse and do the rest of your skincare. But this is so good. I love it, and really a dime size amount goes a long way for my entire face. And then I have 2 setting sprays. The first one is the Revlon Photoready Prep Set and Refresh Mist. This was pretty good. I liked it. I didn't like the price of it. I don't know. I feel like it's not a lot of product for a little bit of a price. And that was the other thing. Sometimes because it's a spray like this, it doesn't evenly distribute. So I don't know. It's a good, that's a good mist, but it's not the mist that I'm looking for. So I definitely wouldn't repurchase, and it's a little bit more expensive from the drugstore. But if you're looking for something, I would suggest that. Just the smell is really what sets me off. And then this is the Morphe Mini Continuous Setting Mist. I love this stuff. It's just Morphe setting spray. The only difference is it's from a holiday collection, so it does have a different fragrance than the normal Morphe setting spray. So that's the only thing. I do have this bigger one here too. I just got it for a pack for a discounted price, but it works the same as the regular Morphe setting spray. It just has a different scent to it, and it's different. This is gold packaging. The original is black. Alrighty, and now we are on to other face products. So we're getting into the face products that are complexion and fun, and this is like where I shine. So I actually have 2 of the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primers. These are my favorite. I love these so much. They're so good. They used to be $6, but e.l.f. recently announced that they are increasing their prices due to economic reasons. And they are now $9, I believe, 9 or 10. So definitely a little bit pricier for e.l.f., but still worth it and still good compared to what's, you know, out there in the market and compared to higher end, but still really, really good. I love them, and I will be repurchasing. And then I have 2 foundations. One here is the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation in Shell Ivory. I actually don't think I used all of this. Yeah, I didn't, because I was noticing this breaks me out really bad. And I think it's the fragrance that's in it. So it's super disappointing because I used to love this foundation. I would actually buy it all of the time as like a backup, or if it was on sale or clearance, because it is around like $6 or $8 at the drugstore, and that's so good for this formula. But the fragrance, I think, just gets me. I kept going back and forth between one foundation that didn't break me out and this one, and I was just finding every time I used this one, my pores were clogged, I was seeing acne, I just didn't like how my skin was reacting to it. So definitely have to stop buying this, which makes me really sad, but it is a good foundation if your skin is not so sensitive or sensitive to fragrance. I would definitely highly recommend this one. It's just not for me, unfortunately, anymore. But a foundation that I do really like, which I used to not like, but I revisited, is the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. It is medium to full coverage, and I got mine in linen. This, first of all, is like $5, I believe, at Dollar General. That's where Believe Beauty can be found. It is like a beautiful bottle. It is a pump, and it's a really good formula. It really stays on my skin. I really like it. I'm not going to repurchase it anytime soon, just because I have so many foundations in my collection and foundations I'm testing out, but I do really like this, and I suggest if you're in the market for a new foundation for $5, go try it. And then I have a powder. This is the Fit Me from Maybelline Loose Setting Powder. I've talked about this forever, just like the Putty Primer from e.l.f. This is probably like my 6th container of this, but I love this stuff. It's so good. It's such a good loose powder, and it's like $6 or $7. So highly, highly recommend. And then I have a bronzer. This is actually a sculpting bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is a cream bronzer, and I started using this like a year or so ago, and realizing that I freaking loved it. It made my skin look so like natural looking, and not like I had so much makeup on, not so cakey. It just worked into my skin really, really well. But I do suggest, if you're gonna try it when it's on like sale, if you can get it on sale, because it is a little bit pricier, and there's not a ton of product in here, but it is a good product, and I like the color. On to eyes, I have 3 products here. The first one I'm going to talk about is from Wet n Wild. This is their retractable brow pencil, and from their Ultimate Brow line. So this is like Wet n Wild's version of the Brow Wiz from ABH. So I really like everything about this. I would honestly repurchase this like that, because it was just my favorite thing ever. I honestly don't have anything bad to say about this. This is so good. I'm wearing the Brow Wiz today from ABH, and thinking back, like I don't see or feel much of a difference. The only difference, I guess, technically is, this reminds me more of the Definer pencil than the Brow Wiz, because the Definer, I believe, from ABH is like this triangle like applicator, and the Brow Wiz is just like a normal ballpoint pencil kind of look. So, but I really like this. I do like also their brow gel as well from Wet n Wild, but I have today the one from Essence, the Make Me Brow, also like the Gimme Brow from Benefit, and it's so good. I am currently using, though, I've been using the ABH Dip Brow Gel. Make Me Brow is this one. It's just a little bit smaller. It's not tapered. I really don't buy this one anymore because I like the Wet n Wild one. I haven't needed to get this in a while either, and I honestly really like this ABH one even more than those two. But I do, if I'm gonna buy one, I'm gonna buy the one from Wet n Wild because it holds a little bit longer. This just adds tint. I don't feel like my brows stay in place, and with the Wet n Wild one and with this one from ABH, I feel like my brow hairs stay in place and there's tint to them. So for that reason, I don't like this for hold, but I do like it for the tint. And then a brow pencil that I don't like is from UOMA. I don't know how to say this brand. This I'm not a fan of. Nowhere on the packaging does it say like a name, like a shade name. It just gives numbers. There's really not anything on the displays that show anything. So I chose 3, and it is a very red brown. I don't know if you can see that right here. It's a very red brown, and even though my hair is technically dyed red right now, I could not even get away with it right now because with my natural brows you would be able to tell. This side with the little spoolie and the gel, same thing. It's a very red based gel and it just looks weird. However, I feel like this would be really good. I feel like the application of both would be really good. This is honestly going in the garbage. Worst thing I've bought in a while. And then the most amazing lip oil is from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This was from her summer collection last year of 2021, and I love this. This is in Crystal Drip. I wish I had more of this lip oil. Like that's just a little application, and I'm honestly taking off most of my lipstick, but like look, just that little bit just added so much shine, and like I love this. I was obsessed with this. All right, so that is everything that I have been using and used up in the last few months. If you guys want to see anything else in particular, reviews or demos or sit down videos like this, a favorites video, whatever it may be, please let me know in the comments down below. Also follow me on Instagram. My account will be listed down below as well, along with all of the products that I mentioned today. All right, I will talk to you in my next video. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching. I will see you next time. Bye. Have a wonderful life.